we have in the studio an artist by the name Happy Mpofu. Happy Livukenjani, and welcome to Morning Rush.
Thank you so much, Livukile, everyone. Good morning. Greetings to everyone around Zimbabwe. Hello, Pumula, my hometown.
Fantastic. And of course, Happy is an artist as well as the founder of Home of Entertainment from Bulawayo. He is an artist who works with various artists across the country and also promotes them through organizing some different kind of events as a means of promoting the work of artists across the country. Now, let's talk about the work that you do, Happy. Would you want to shed more light in terms of your endeavors in that particular regard?
Okay, so my name is Happy Mpofu. I'm from Bulawayo, Pumula. I'm the founder and the director of Home of Arts Entertainment. So Home of Arts Entertainment is a youth-led organization that is specializing in arts-related events. We work with young, growing artists where we give them a platform where they can share and showcase their talent. We work on different types of events that include the festivals, the expos. We also capacitate young artists with different skills that including the branding, the marketing, and treating art as a business and as a tool to earn a decent income, so that they may not just do art without the knowledge, but for them to be professional, they will need those skills. So work with different institutes, government like Ministry of Youth, the National Arts Council, to capacitate those artists.
Quite a significant role that you seem to be playing there. And of course, you mentioned the aspect of the income and how that is important. Let's talk about some of the artists that you have worked with and your expedition in that regard.
Okay. So recently, we have an artist that signed out of the organization called Poet Letu. So Poet Letu is an aspiring poet, but now she's now a professional poet. Okay. So she joined the organization early last year, but then she couldn't manage to fully participate as she was doing her exams. But then early this year, we managed to start planning for her album. She launched her album on the 8th of October, where she managed to sell out her album to the audience, where she performed the artistic poet out to the audience. Then at the end of the day, she managed to get some decent income there. And we managed also to link her with other artistic organizers in Bulawayo. She'll also be performing in the Bulawayo Art Awards, and she's now have managed to get some bookings through her album that she recently launched.
So what I'm getting is that you are using her as a template of how you mentor artists in the country. Now let's talk about how you facilitate them receiving some accolades within the Zimbabwe music industry, and also talk about the role of the Home of Entertainment as well.
Okay. So as Home of Arts Entertainment, we have an initiative called the Pumula Royal Arts and Community Awards, which is the current event that we're working on, that will be happening on the 14, 15, 16 December. So that event is an award ceremony that is aiming to appreciate and recognize the talents that we have in Bulawayo. So the initiative started 4 years back, currently working on the 4th edition. So that initiative started only focusing on Pumula. But on this year, we decided to add an extra 5 categories that stretches out other communities. So that is aimed like the past years, we've been getting more requests that we should do the initiative covering the whole of Bulawayo, but now we decided to stretch by just expanding just 5 categories. So that initiative is aiming to promote and give them a platform, because during the award ceremony, we invite different stakeholders in the art sector, the promoters, the government stakeholders to participate. So this year's edition is scheduled for 3 days, with our day one, where we will be having a festival and a fun run in the road show. So the day one is our theme is saying mental health is a human right. After noticing that lately we've been losing lives due to mental health and depression, so on our day we need to be focusing on only raising awareness on the mental health. Even though the mental health awareness is being raised, but now when the artists are the ones that are putting it out there, it shows like that the artists have the power also to influence, and manage to raise more awareness on this disease that we have, mental health. So day one, so we'll be doing that fun run and having that awareness, also stretching out to other issues that affect the community that include sexual gender-based violence, crime and violence, drug and substance abuse, which also an issue that leads to mental health.
Indeed. When you look at the stats in terms of how many young people that we've got that actually involved in drug abuse, according to a United Nations report, about 27% of the young people that we've got in the country are involved in some kind of drug and substance abuse. And of course, Bulawayo is the home of some of the most iconic artists that Zimbabwe has ever produced, the likes of Sandra Ndebele, Albert Nyati, and the list goes on and on. Let's talk about the role that you are playing in terms of bringing and establishing some degree of a marriage between the older artists and the younger artists and pushing out the message against substance abuse in Zimbabwe.
Okay, so as we are working with mostly growing artists, in most of our events, we usually invite one of the biggest artists to participate as a sign to show the community that they are also involved in fighting and keeping this issue of mental health and depression.
Right. Now let's zero in on the event that is coming up between the 14th to the 16th of December, and how you think that will have an impact on the outlook of not just Phumula, not just Bulawayo, but obviously at a national scale.
On our fourth edition, we believe that this year's event will bring a great impact in capping and mitigating the mental health and depression, as well as also promoting our young growing artists, because as we have now, in terms of our planning, we've managed to secure different partnerships around Bulawayo and Zimbabwe, where we have different stakeholders exhibiting during our day one, showcasing their talents, and the information centers where people can access the mental health services, SRHR services, and drug and substance abuse services, and counseling services during that day. Then on day two, they'll also be having nominees, partners, and stakeholders dinner, where they will be having a networking session on sharing ideas of moving forward even next year on their programming, how best we can work together. And on our 30-day, that's where we'll be having the main award ceremony, where the winners will be announced during the event.
Sounds like some great work that you're doing there in Bulawayo. But I cannot help but ask, what inspired you to take on this particular journey? I'm looking at you, you're quite young and you're very energetic and you have got much to give to the community. How did you find yourself in this space? What inspired this?
Okay, so growing up, I've always wanted to work with young people. So when I got that opportunity through a project called Fefe in the Inclusive Cities that was being implemented by Plan Internationally Phumula, so I was tasked to do some events there. So from there, more even the project where one was not there, so more young people came to me and say, we need to assistant in this. Then that's where I ended up formulating Home of Arts Entertainment, which now grew big and now stretching to other provinces of the country. And now I find myself bringing the promotion side of the art industry, now working with many artists. I do also manage the artists and also do community work, advocacy work. So that's where my inspiration got from, the artists that came to me, that they believed in me, that I can do something for them to change them. So that's why I just said, let me do it for them, because they believe in me.
Absolutely fascinating, and it's great that you're doing it in Bulawayo and some of the northern provinces. When could that some of that energy be trickling down to other parts, Harare, and of course some of the areas that we've got here?
Yeah, here we're working with a different organization, Village 24, and from Bar. So there are artists that are around here that have also engaged us to come and participate in the community, in our community awards, and also to participate in our future events.
Right, and what would be your parting shots in just 30 seconds?
Okay, I would say to all the growing artists, it's not easy. When you know better, you can do better. Let's unite and try to grow our art industry.